Hello to all of you, my beautiful YouTube viewer. My name is Sودی برنت and welcome to my baking, cooking, gluten-free channel. So today we have a little bit of drama because I have to do this show in English and Farsi. So bear with me, okay? The first thing I'm going to make today is going to be my own recipe, flaxseed bread. Amazing gluten-free. با گرمترین سلام به همه شما دوستان عزیز، من سودی برنت هستم و امروز میخوام یه برنامه بیکینگ و کوکینگ داریم که gluten-free هستش. Okay you all, let's get started. So, to begin, I used one whole bag of flaxseed. Okay, this flaxseed, I soaked it for 4 days. Now let's go and look here. It says 2 tablespoons of this dry flaxseed will give you 60 calories, 30 grams of fat. Then we're going to have 5 grams of carbohydrates, 5 grams fibers, and then we have soluble and insoluble fibers that our body doesn't digest anyways. Okay, so we can take that off. And then we have 3 grams of proteins. We don't have any sugar or any salt. Okay, دوستان عزیز این یک بگ کامل فلکسید هستش که اگر اینگریدینتش رو بخونیم 2 تا قاشق غذاخوری اون به ما 60 تا کالری میده. 30 گرم کالری اون از کربوهیدرات میاد و از فت یا چربی میاد. 5 گرم کربوهیدرات داره، 5 گرم دیابتری فایبر داره و بعد 3 گرم پروتئین. اوکی، من این فلکسید رو تمام بگش رو خیس کردم که در واقع خیلی زیاد میشه و فکر نکنین که کالری اون خیلی کم هستش. Okay, switching back to English. Now, this whole bag, don't assume that because you're getting something that is really good, full of fiber, it doesn't have a lot of calories. It does. Keep that in mind. Now, the whole bags give me 2 whole, if we can look over here, it gives me 2 whole bowls of flaxseed. And you see when you soak this for a whole full 4 days, it becomes very slimy. See that? Alright. پس بنابراین این 2 تا ظرف گنده شده و میبینین که وقتی 4 روز خیسش میکنین خیلی حالت لزج پیدا میکنه. Alright, my beautiful friends, now I'm going to be adding some cinnamon in here. So let's get a full tablespoon. You know, cinnamons are awesome because what they do, like chromium, basically it gives us a lot of energy. According to Ayurvedic, this is very hot and dry. And then what it does is when you use this, when you use cinnamon, basically it makes your body to burn more fat and gives you more energy. Alright? پس سینمن میدونین که خیلی کمک میکنه به اینکه قند رو تنظیم میکنه و همینطور باعث میشه که چربی برای انرژی استفاده بشه. I'm gonna go ahead and use a little bit more, like almost 1 1/4. There we go. And then I'm going with ginger. I grind the fresh ginger and you can keep this in the fridge. We know ginger is amazing for digestion, okay, anti-inflammatory. So I'm going to use a whole teaspoon of ginger in here. جینجر میدونین که برای هضم غذا خیلی خوب هستش و ورم رو میخوابونه. Then I have some apple here that I put it in the blender. This is just red apples with skin. So I'm gonna put about 3 full tablespoons. 3 تا قاشق غذاخوری بزرگ سیب قرمز هستش که ریختم توی بلندر. Okay, 3 full teaspoon. You can go according to your own taste because apple brings sweetness to it. So if you like more sweet, what you can do, you can put more. If you like it less sweet, put a little bit less. Next, here I have almonds. I soak the almonds for a whole week with skin, and cranberry, dry sweetened cranberry, and then almonds that I put in a food processor. So I'm going to put one full here, one full here, and one full here. So we have about a cup of that here. And then I like cocoa, so I'm going to add some cocoa to it. I will go about a whole tablespoon of cocoa. 1 قاشق چایخوری پودر کوکو میریزیم into. Now this is, I just created that. Like I said, you can just pretty much add or deduct whatever you feel like. Then this is apple that I cooked. It's just apple. I cooked it with ginger, cumin, and what else? Cinnamon. So I'm just gonna add 2 teaspoons of this apple, which becomes sweet. 2 تا قاشق سیب که من با جینجر و کومن درست کردم. I'm just gonna add a little dash of cumin again, just a dash. یه ریزه 2 مرتبه cumin میریزیم اینجا. Okay, let me stir this first. Now what we need to do is to really get this kind of thick because it's going to go in the oven. So it has to have a thick consistency. It cannot be like watery. So let's see how thick this is going to become. این باید کاملا سفت باشه، نمیتونه آبکی باشه. بنابراین حالا بعدش 2 مرتبه بهش چیزایی رو اضافه میکنیم که اینو کاملا سفتش بکنه. Okay, as you can see, this is still very watery. So what I'm going to do to get rid of the water, I'm going to add some more. Here I have here is again flaxseed, grounded flaxseed. So I'm going to use that to get this to become really thick and bread-like. چون که این الان خیلی هنوز آبکی هستش، من بهش اینم 2 مرتبه فلکسید خود شده هستش یا فلکسید هم که میشه ارده فکر میکنم. Okay, so I shall start to add this till we get this really thick. This is extremely healthy. It's very filling. You can add protein powder to it if you like. You can add green like wheatgrass, barley grass to it. You can just mix and match pretty much whatever you like. If you have it dehydrated, it would be awesome because it will dry it out much quicker. If you don't, you can just put it in the oven on low heat, but it's going to almost take you a whole day to get this to become really dry because you want this to be really dry and like a snack kind of a type. There we go. I need to add more. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna also add, this is optional, but you can add any kind of seed. I have here sunflower seed. You can add pumpkin seed or whatever you like. You can also add, if you want to make it more like a meal, you can also add like cooked quinoa to it. You can add chia seed to it. Beautiful. If you want it more sweet, you can add more cranberry to it. I kind of like it more towards like not so sweet, but more nutty and appley taste. And here we go. So we're ready to put this in a pan. In a few seconds you will see how this will become after it's dried out. خب دوستان عزیز، من به این سانفلاور سید یا تخم آفتابگردون اضافه کردم. شما میتونین در واقع هر چیزی که دیگه که دوست دارین، اگر تخم کدو دوست دارین، کینیا دوست دارین، میتونین بهش اضافه بکنین که حالت سفت، کانسیستنسیش خیلی سفت بشه. اوکی، تا چند دقیقه دیگه میبینیم که این چطور در. Okay, fantastic. I'm back. So this is pretty much what we're going to get after we cut it from the oven. As you see, it becomes very much like cracky, and you can use it as a snack. You can let it burn as much as you want. You can pick it up if it's a little bit softer, or you can have it really dry. Like I like it really crunchy and like a snake. دوستان عزیز، بعد از اینکه ما اینو در آوردیم به این صورت در میاد. شما میتونین بذارین هر چقدر که میخواین، نرمتر برش دارین یا سفت‌تر، ولی من دوست دارم که خیلی سفت و حالت کرکر بشه. اینو هر چقدر میتونین تا 2 ماه یا 3 ماه نگهش دارین و میتونین با خودتون بیرون ببرین به جای اسنک یا به جای نون، با هر چیزی که خواستین، بوقلمون، مرغ استفاده بکنین. Next, we're going to go and show you how to make a gluten-free muffins. Okay, we're back and I'm going to show you how to make a gluten-free muffin. دوستان عزیز، الان میخوام یک gluten-free muffin درست بکنم. Now, the recipe asks for 2 cups of gluten-free muffins. So this is I'm using 1 cup of white gluten-free muffins, and I'm using another almost 3/4 cup of coconut flour. Okay, so 1 کاپ دارم از آرد سفید استفاده می کنم بدون گلوتن و 3/4 کاپ از آرد کوکونات یا آرد نارگیل. This is optional, you don't have to sift it, but I like it because it becomes a lot more, I'll show you, flakier when you like that, so it makes the flour a little lighter. این سفت کردن همچین حتما نباید این کارو بکنین. من دوست دارم این کارو انجام بدم به خاطر اینکه آردو یک مقداری همونطوری که میبینین لایت‌تر میکنه. So this is my 1 cup, and then I break the crumble. Great. And the next cup, as you see, I have the coconut flour, which is harder to raise. اینم 1 کاپ، تقریبا 3/4 کاپ همونطور که گفتم مال نارگیل هستش. So I don't use 1 cup because when I tried with 1 whole cup of coconut flour, it's kind of thicker, it's denser, so I would prefer to use 3 cups instead of a whole cup. I'm gonna swift this, and it's smell wonderful. It has this really nutty kind of a smell.
Do you mean nutty?
Nutty, yes. Let's say hello to Julian. You get to know him. Julian is from. Julian, where are you from? Where are you from?
What do you mean, where am I from?
Like, where are you coming from originally?
Coming from England.
England, London. Yes?
Yes.
Okay. Okay, so as you see now, the white flour in texture is a lot lighter. You see when the coconut comes on top, you see the coconut has a lot more denser texture into it. اگه دقت بکنین میبینین که آرد سفید خیلی سبکتر هستش. آرد نارگیل خیلی گرمتر. So here we had our 2 cups of flour. We're going to put the dry ingredient. Then I'm putting 1/4 cup of sugar.
So it's gluten-free but not sugar-free.
That's right, it's gluten-free but not sugar-free. Okay, 1/4 کاپ الان شکر توش ریختم. Then I'm gonna put 1/2 teaspoon of sea salt. نصف قاشق sea salt میریزیم. Okay, then I'm gonna put 3 tablespoons of baking powder. So that would be my 1. 3 تا قاشق baking powder. 2. And 3. Okay, so that was our dry ingredient. I'm gonna put, because I love cinnamon, I'm gonna put 1 tablespoon of cinnamon too. یه قاشقم دارچین میریزیم توش. Alright, beautiful. I forgot my sifter. No, I have my sifter. Just gonna mix this ingredient together. You know, یه کمی همش میزنیم. So what now? I'm going to mix my wet ingredient. I'm gonna put 2 eggs in here. 2 تا تخم مرغ. You can put 1 if you wish, but I like it with a little more egg sort of taste. 2 تا تخم مرغ. You don't have to really do a lot, just mix it a little light. 1 cup of fat-free milk. 1 لیوان شیر بدون چربی. Alright. Now, the original recipe asked for 1/2 cup of oil. Now, because we want to make it fat-free, I'm going to use instead 4 full tablespoons of apple cider. Apple mousse. 5.
Sauce.
Apple sauce. Apple mousse is French, sorry. Okay, 5 تا قاشق یا نصف لیوان هم از اپل موس استفاده میکنیم. Now if you want to be a little more creative, I can add a little bit of ginger into it. Now I bring my dry ingredients. I add like 2 teaspoon of sunflower seed to it. 2 تا قاشق تخم آفتابگردون. Then I will add the wet ingredient to it. Beautiful. And then we'll mix it together. اینا رو با هم دیگه قاطی میکنیم. You don't really have to mix it a lot, just so it just becomes firm. خیلی لازم نیست که هم بزنی. انقدر که فقط همه چی قاطی بشه. You should have your oven heated 350 degree. گازتون رو باید گرم بکنین 350 درجه. Then slightly lighten up your pan with a pan spray or something so it doesn't stick. And then Julian tried this muffin before. Julian, share your experience. How did you like those gluten-free muffins?
Very good. Very good.
You're just not saying that because we're shooting this, are you?
Yeah.
Speak your truth, because I made it twice. One time was gluten-free and the other time wasn't. So when I make it with regular flour, you didn't like it as much, did you?
No.
So you liked the gluten-free more because it was kind of crispy, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, because I believe not just the gluten-free white flour, but I think the coconut flour really bring more texture to it.
I thought it was the ice cream that did that.
Ice cream was something that you add to it. Okay, this should be really half full, but I just put it a little bit more. Let's see. Clean up the mess I made here. As you can see. Okay, now if you like, you can add something just as a decoration, sort of a deal. I can just add a little bit of this apple and cranberry mix I have, just to top it off. اگر که دوست دارین میتونین یه مقداری از کرنبری، وسیب یا هر چیز دیگه که دوست دارین روش بذارین. When it bakes it becomes kind of prettier when you have a little bit red from the cranberry or cherries if you have dried cherries on it. Okay, we are done. And this is our muffins. So we're going to see the result in about 25 minutes when I get it off. Hello everyone, this is Sudi برنت and I'm going to make a soup for you since the winter is coming and we all come with a lot of cold and flu, so we're going to have an amazing soup that keeps you healthy. دوستان عزیز، امروز میخوام براتون یک سوپ درست بکنم چون الان که هوا داره سرد میشه، پاییز و زمستون و سرماخوردگی زیاد میشه، بنابراین یک سوپ خیلی عالی که همه ما رو سالم نگه داره برای زمستون و پاییز. Okay, now here I cooked 4 chicken breasts. As we all know, chicken breasts have less fat. I took the skin out and then clean it up. I took all the fats out and put 4 whole chicken. 4 تا سینه مرغ هستش که پوستش کنده شده. همونطوری که میدونیم سینه مرغ کمتر چربی داره تا قسمت رون و قسمت دیگه. So after this is cooked, I didn't take the meat out. We have the broth and we have the whole pieces of chicken. بنابراین الان آب مرغ هستش با خود مرغ. Now, I have some lentils here and I love lentils because it has a lot of iron in it. And when the lentils get mixed with the chicken, which is protein, amino acid, it becomes gives us more of the iron. وقتی که عدس رو قاطی میکنیم با مرغ یا آب مرغ باعث میشه که آهن عدس بیشتر جذب بدن بشه. Okay? So pretty much this is about 2 cups that I soaked for 2 days. I usually soak all the beans and grains for 2 to 3 days. And sometimes if I'm making like black beans, I let it sit for 4 to 5 days. That is almost becomes to sprout. So it's easier on cooking. And then I rinse it every day. So because the beans creates a lot of gas and bloating, it gets rid of that. این عدس رو من 2 روز خیسش کردم. بنابراین هر زمانی که لوبیا یا عدس میپزین 2 روز، 3 روز، 4 روز، 5 روز خیسش میکنین، هی آبش رو عوض میکنین که اون حالت گس رو از بین میبره. So I'm going to put this whole lentils here. Then I have 3 whole Mexican onions and I'm going to add these whole Mexican onions to it. 3 تا پیازچه بزرگ مکزیکن هستش. Then I have turnip. Julia loves turnip, don't you? It's extremely good for cold, prevent us a lot of vitamin C. Now then again, we adding vitamin C to protein and amino acid, which makes the protein to be more absorbent to the body. اینم شلغم هستش که میدونیم خیلی ویتامین C داره و وقتی که با پروتئین و مرغ و گوشت و اینا قاطی میشه باز 2 مرتبه اون ویتامین C کمک میکنه که پروتئین یا امینو اسید بیشتر جذب بدن میشه. This is 4 medium sized turnip that I'm gonna add in here. Then I have sweet potatoes, which is, you know, we have the orange one and we have the yellow one that it has a little more starch into it. And this is about 1 large size. اینم یه دونه سیب زمینی شیرین هستش، یه دونه سایز بزرگ. I'm adding that into it. Then I have carrots. This is about 6 medium sized carrots. اینم 6 تا هویج سایز میدیوم هستش. Then I add this. You can feed the whole army with this, basically. Okay, now I have here parsley and cilantro. But I don't add my herbs right away because the other vegetables are going to take much longer to cook. So basically cilantro and parsley, I add them like the last 5 minutes that it just boils a little bit because we don't want to overcook our greens, okay? اینجا من یه دونه کاپ سیلانترو دارم، یه دونه کاپ جعفری، ولی اینو 5 دقیقه آخر بهش اضافه میکنم. Then I'm gonna add my favorite 1 full teaspoon, let's go by teaspoon of ginger. 1 قاشق زنجبیل بهش اضافه میکنم. Sea salt, always using sea salt. So almost 1 teaspoon of sea salt. 1 قاشق چایخوری sea salt. And then I'm gonna add a little pinch of black pepper because we already have the ginger, so we don't want to make it too spicy. یه دونه خیلی مقدار کم سلایس هم یه نوک قاشق فلفل سیاه میریزین چون جینجر دارین اون خیلی تون میشه. Therefore, if you guys can look at this, we have the beautiful orange color, green color, yellow color, and it's going to be fantastic. I will show you after it's cooked and done. So now that we have this whole huge, I almost have a big huge bowl made up here. If you have family, great, you can use it maybe for a day or two. If you're just on your own, you just make this, let it really cool down before you put it in the fridge, and you make it into small containers, so every day you can just have 1 or 2 of these, and it should last you about 4 to 5 days, and it would be great healthy food for your summer. این قابلمه بزرگی که درست کردیم بستگی داره به اینکه شما خانوادتون بزرگه یا چی، ولی اگر که یک نفری هستین میتونین اینو بذارین کاملا سرد بشه، بعد توی کانتینرهای کوچیک میذارین که میتونین روزی 1 بار یا 2 بار بخورین و برای 3 یا 4 روزتون بعد کافی باشه. Okay, my dear ones, thank you so much for being with me, and then I should be back to show you the end result. Hi, we're back. Okay, so you see with the 1 bag of flaxseed that I have, I got pretty much 3 big tray of flaxseed. دوستان عزیز با یه دونه بگی که داشتیم برای فلکسید میبینین که 3 تا تری بزرگ flaxseed شد. This is extremely inexpensive because even if you buy the organic flaxseed, it shouldn't cost you more than like maximum $5 plus adding a little let's see, I got the flaxseed powder from Trader Joe's, which is I believe is like $2 or close to $3, and I used half of that, then half a bag or 1 cup of cranberries, 1 cup of apple, or you can add 2 cups of apples, about 3 large red apples, and then we had a cup of almonds that we soaked in the fridge, and then we have let's see, 1 cup of we have the almonds, cranberries, and the seed, sunflower seed. So in total you spend about $10, and then you will have 3 huge trays that is going to last you for few weeks. خب دوستان عزیز، همونطور که گفتم با یک بگ فلکسید که شاید اگه ارگانیکش رو بگیریم $5 بشه، 3 تا سیب قرمز بزرگ و بعد یک کاپ کرنبری، 1 کاپ هم آمند و 1 کاپ هم sunflower seed. شما میتونید 3 تا تری بزرگ داشته باشین که برای چندین هفته میارزه. So now I'm going to put all of these in my beautiful oven. It's going to go 1, 2, and 3. I'm going to have this now on very low, like 250. And here we have our beautiful muffins. As you see, they're very soft, moist. And the cranberry, as you see, it gives it a little beautiful coloring. And I baked them for 25 minutes. دوستان عزیز، این مافنمونه همونطوری که میبینین. Very soft, moist, gluten-free, and یه ذره کرنبری که روش میذارین خیلی قشنگ ترش میکنه. So now, before I close down this show, I'm going to talk about a little bit about gluten. What is gluten? Gluten is a protein that's found in wheat, rye, barley, and gluten pretty much could be in whole grains. Pretty much rice has a little bit less gluten, but a lot of us have gluten sensitivity. So the gluten sensitivity will become underlying of a lot of problems, a lot of illnesses. It could cause us depression, sinus problem, arthritis, bloating, gas. These are a lot of causes of gluten. So when you go gluten-free, then you will lose weight much quicker, and then you feel healthier, you don't get bloated, your gas will go away. If you have leaky gut, that could be directly related to gluten sensitivities. You can avoid that too. خب دوستان عزیز، گلوتن چی هستش؟ گلوتن یک تک امینو اسید هستش که در گندم، جو و گرین های دیگه پیدا میشه که میتونه زمینه خیلی از مریضی ها و بیماری ها باشه اگر که شما آلرژی دارین به گلوتن و خیلی از افسردگی، استرس، نمیدونم مشکلات سینوزیتی، ورم معده و روده، گس و بلوتینگ میتونه به خاطر آلرژی شما به گلوتن باشه. زمانی که گلوتن رو میذارین کنار میبینین که اکثر مشکلاتتون حل میشه. Okay, so this was about this, and if you guys like to add more protein, you can also add your protein, as I said, to your flaxseed meal, or you can even add it to your muffins. Also, you can make a smoothie, and on the next show, I'm going to show you more recipes that's going to be gluten-free, because I know when we are going on a gluten-free diet, we get bored very quickly, and then you want different recipes. So we're going to make it exciting, and I'm going to come back next week with more gluten-free. Until then, stay happy, healthy, love you. See you next week.